even with the World Cup and like, all that stuff that's been going on in the US, some of the good press, I guess, the World Cup has given to the US, Canadians still don't want to come.
Yeah, and we've seen some stuff in some other videos we've checked out where people are getting swabbed at the border for whatever reason. Some people are getting denied. It's some crazy stuff going on.
I mean, it's apparently there was a June rebound. Does that mean more Canadians went to the US in June based on this
Just, yeah,
title?
maybe. I wonder
Or
if
it
they'll
could be
say.
total. It could be
Yeah,
total tourists. I'm not sure. They might specify that. I mean, we were just in Canada. We're going to be posting our vlogs in Canada on our vlog channel. You can check it out. Link in the description below. TriFate Lifestyle. And based on what we saw, it didn't seem like there would be any reason for many Canadians to go down to the US when they have so many things to see in Canada.
surprising amount of cool spots, and they change quite a bit throughout, which is
Yeah.
cool.
But let's check out this video and see what's happening between Canada and the US.
All right, we have breaking economic news to bring you. Statistics Canada says international travel for June saw a 3.6%.
That's what they mean.
Ooh.
So international travel is up, but Canada travel to US not up.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So they're deciding to go to Europe. They're deciding to go to other places outside of the US.
Increase compared to last year. Angie Seth has been looking into the numbers and joins us now. Hi, Angie.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Great to see you too. It's been a while.
Exactly. We're not going to try to catch up on air. Let's talk about these statistics. Did the World Cup influence this number at all?
So it's interesting, and I think a lot of people were looking at that. What is the month of June going to look like with, of course, these 13 games that were happening here in Toronto as well as Vancouver, 15 countries coming from overseas. So yes, we did see an increase there with regards to that travel, 32.5% compared to 2025. And with the World Cup coming around, that's sort of good news on that front. If we can kind of break it down by some of the countries there, Australia, for example, arrivals from Australia peaked on June 12th. That, of course, ahead of their match in Vancouver. We saw a lot of people coming from Panama. Toronto was inundated. That peaked on June 16th before their match happening in Toronto. And Germany as well. We saw a peak of arrivals coming in from Germany on June 19th before their match in Toronto as well on June 20th.
It's a lot of beer.
Though, we're looking at overseas arrivals in Canada in Toronto.
They know what the people want.
They got it framed perfectly so you can see the logo too. Oh my gosh, they definitely paid to get that. Michelob Ultra. They got the freezers named after them too, or the coolers.
Dang.
As well on June 20th. Overall, though, we're looking at overseas arrivals in Canada up 5.1%. Of course, mostly those coming in by air, then some coming in by car, but sort of seeing a bit of that increase. Chris, good news there, not massive increases there, but a lot of people hoping to say, did the World Cup do some of what it was hoping to do? And we're going to parse.
We technically were part of that also.
That's true. We weren't there for the World Cup,
but we were part of it.
We got counted.
To other numbers, but travel-wise, we did see that increase.
Okay, let's talk about travel to the U.S. because I'm recalling a very recent campaign out of California. I believe there was one in the U.S. as well, just begging for Canadians to come back.
Yeah.
Are they
the marketing campaigns, right? Come visit us.
Exactly. We love Canadians. I hear it all the time.
Yeah. Well, we did see some increases as well, which is, very, very significant, sort of seeing what the political landscape is around this. But return trips from the United States was up 3.2% from last year. The third consecutive month year-over-year increase. A rise driven by an increase in return trips from the U.S. by car. So a lot of people going over the border. That was up about 5.2%. A decrease, however, by air. So, Chris, we're still seeing a little bit of that pull away from traveling, or I guess flying to the United States, a decrease of 3.8%. U.S.
That's interesting. In this aspect, how many people are just crossing the border for maybe their family lives across the... Sorry, our camera card just filled up there. That's one of our common occurrences.
Yeah, we had to transfer everything, so don't remember what we were talking about exactly.
Yeah, I really don't remember at all what the heck we were saying.
They said that the car things were up, car return travel was up, but the flights were down.
Oh, and I was saying, I wonder how much of the car, like transfers or tourists, are just people that go over the border for like one thing or to see friends or family that live close to the border and then just go
Yeah.
back.
And they'd be more likely to do it this June because school's out and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they probably don't. Those are definitely counted as tourists, I'm sure. So that's one thing. And flying, if you're flying somewhere, you're probably either doing it for business or you're going on a vacation.
We could stay at that Comfort Inn right there.
It's right next to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
They have a Hard Rock Cafe right on the border.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Is this the Niagara one?
Oh, maybe.
That makes sense.
By air. So, Chris, we're still seeing a little bit of that pull away from traveling, or I guess flying to the United States, a decrease of 3.8%. U.S. resident trips to Canada did increase by 5.1%. I know it's a lot of numbers here, but they are relatively significant. Again, the fifth consecutive increase of Americans coming to Canada, a year-over-year increase. And again, when we're looking at comparison by air versus vehicle, an increase by vehicle of 7.6%. Again, we saw a bit of a decrease by air of the U.S. residents coming to Canada. So interesting. I mean, we're not where we used to be, right? If we compare from last year, et cetera, we're seeing an increase. If we compare from, I guess, regular years, we're not where we used to be, but we are seeing a bit of an uptick. So we'll take the good news.
Yeah. Yeah, but Canadians still saying, hey, not so fast, right? No, we're not going down south too quickly. Thank you so much for that,
You're
Angie.
welcome.
Not too fast. They're proud Canadian products they gotta buy.
Oh, yeah. And free national parks, I believe.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that was the thing. It was for the whole summer. Was free national parks in Canada. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We didn't get to wait, no, we did get to use it, or was that one just like nobody was there for some reason?
Yeah. Technically, I think we were there before it started.
Yeah, we were.
But it said to just pay it online, and then we didn't have a QR code. It was like a QR code, and we didn't have Wi-Fi.
We're not self-incriminating
Like,
ourselves. We did what we were supposed to do.
It didn't let us do it. It didn't let us do it. Okay. And there was another part where the guy just let us go in,
Yep.
even though you were supposed to pay for it. He was
Yep.
like, "Oh, you can just go in." And we're like, "Oh, okay.
I guess so.
It's just the Canada way, you know."
Canada nice. I mean, everybody was super friendly. It is interesting. I wonder how long is this going to change when hopefully Trump is gone in 2028, or are Canadians just kind of done? They're like, we're done with the United States. All we know is another Trump-like person is probably going to be elected in 4 more years.
I mean, Canada's got a decent amount to offer, so I mean, you don't always have a reason to need to go to the U.S. So you got Quebec, you got some beautiful nature over by Vancouver.
It's not like the prices to fly to the United States are much cheaper than flying to Europe. It seemed like it was super expensive to fly from Canada to the US.
Yeah, actually, like super insane.
I don't know why. I mean, they made it nice and convenient. We went through immigration into the US in Canada, and it was like way nicer, way more smooth immigration than it is when you actually fly into the US. Actually have a Canadian do it.
Yeah, so you actually can technically transfer domestically. Like, you don't have to land and do it. And yeah, the guy was very chill.
Very chill. It's just like, what are you going to do? And we're like, go home. And we're like, okay, that's it.
That's it. We might have gotten grilled if we were U.S. customs person.
Why have you been gone so long? I don't know, sir. But yeah, what a surprise. We'll see what happens. Apparently, Trump's already trying to rig the 2026 midterms here, so it might be sticking with a Republican majority in the federal government, so nothing will change there.
Yeah, you gotta be a little careful of your safety if you do come over the border.
Probably not worth it. No. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.